Mi365 Podcasts with me, Pete Cohen. Hi and welcome to another Mi365 podcast. Before we start, feel free to head over to mi365.me, that's mi365.me, and find out how you can get involved in 365 days of free life coaching. Now, this podcast is a very special one because we've done 50 podcasts, and I must give a massive shout out to all of you that have taken the time to listen to some of the amazing stories that we've shared with you from some brilliant people from all over the world. Now, I've got some real favorites, and I think probably one of my favorites is definitely the amazing Tim Dingle. Now, Mr. Tim Dingle, not only does he have an incredible story to tell, but I love the way he talks about the fact that we are all amazing. And one of the first conversations I had with him was around, well, what do you mean by that? And I'll never forget, he said, well, look at the word amazing and understand what that means. Now, I didn't know what it meant. I was never particularly interested in words, but I've become more and more interested in the meaning of words, where words come from. And the word amazing is actually originates from a French word of when people were lost in a maze and they couldn't find their way out. Obviously, they felt frustrated and were unsure, but when they came out, the feeling was, you can fill in the gap, amazing. And that's where the word comes from. And for me, Mi365 is all about helping all of us get out of the maze of life. Because for many of us, we're a bit lost, a bit confused, we're a bit uncertain. We need help. You see, life is pretty challenging. There's no two ways about it. I'm someone who's modeled excellence, modeled people from all over the world. I'm a success junkie. If someone is good at something, I want to know why. I want to understand. And I don't know about you, but I also want to help. You see, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. But the fact is, for most people, they don't like it when they're told. Most people don't like to be told what to do, and many people will follow someone else's rules and regulations, but inside most people is a bit of a rebel. I don't know about you, but I like to find my own way. And that's a real key thing of Mi365. It's helping people just like you find your own way. So the whole goal of our podcast was to share the wisdom of people like Dr. Rakowski, someone who has spent many, many years working with some of the most elite athletes around the world in helping them to improve their health and well-being, or people like Audley Harrison, people who have won Olympic gold medals. But you see, often when you find people who have had big goals, you often find that they had big challenges along the way. Or the two interviews we did with Ronnie O'Sullivan, snooker world champion, amazing stories as he's so honest about the challenges that he's faced, not only to win on the snooker table, but to win in life. Or Stephen Hughes Landers, who gave up everything to apply himself to calisthenics, this gymnastic movement that people do often outside with bars and like gymnastics in the street. Or Karen Dark, a woman who broke her back to win Olympic gold that she won just recently in Rio, but also an Olympic gold that she won in London. Or Stevie McEwen, a man who did 100 marathons in 100 days.
So my wife was being treated by a guy called Dr. Basinski.
There you go. There's Dr. Bob there playing, because I have the podcast here. Or Joe DeSana. That was definitely one of my favorites.
I think we started in January of 20...
I would really encourage you to listen to them. I feel so fortunate that I was able to spend time talking to these people, and that's exactly what I would encourage you to do. Obviously, there are many podcasts that I did with other people. There's a number that I did with myself, as I wanted to share with you inspiration. And Gemma Magnuson, that was one of my favorites. Let's just play it.
In my experience. And this guy had asked me this question, what does it mean to you? And
So they are amazing. They're there for time and a memorial. I'm not sure exactly what that means. But my goal moving forwards is to help you guys set a target. You see, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today is about wisdom. Many people, New Year's resolutions, they start off, they've got great intentions. But great intentions really doesn't really get you very far. You need a lot more than a good intention. You need to develop a clear conception of where it is that you want to go. A lot of New Year's resolutions, a lot of personal development programs are based around often people having fantasies. And there's nothing wrong with fantasies, but we need to take that into a desire, a true desire to achieve something. Now, with that desire, the desire often creates emotion, but then we need to turn that desire into a goal. And what I'd like to do over the next few weeks and months and years is help so many of you around the world turn your dreams and desires into reality. Does that make sense? You know, this morning I was actually just making some notes. And you say goal setting can never just be an intellectual exercise. It must engage the will of the whole person. It takes a goal. You've got to be truly committed to something, and that's something that many people have never actually done. And I understand that for many of us, we've never been given a user manual. We've never been given, so this is exactly what you need to do. The truest and the best goals all come from within. So look, I give you my commitment to work with you moving forwards. Have a listen back to some of the podcasts we've done. If you haven't, listen, make some notes, share them with other people. Get involved in our daily broadcasts every single day, Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. in the UK. You can find us on Facebook. Just search for Pete Cohen, Mi365. You can join our group and you can be a part of a community of people all over the world that are creating a better story of their life. That was my goal with Mi365. It was to help and impact many people around the world, but also to be able to share other people's stories so that when you listen to someone else's, the journey that they've been on, maybe you can take something from them that you could apply to your own life to make your life be the best that it can possibly be. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a wonderful day. Stay in touch. And remember, this is your life, this is your time, and it's time to shine. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And if you want more free inspiration to optimize your life so you can achieve your goals in all the different areas of your life, then visit mi365.me. That's mi365.me and sign up to 365 days of free coaching with me, Pete Cohen. Thanks for listening and have an awesome day.